3, 2, 1. Do we have a stapler back here? Good morning. Good morning. Hope you all are doing amazing this wonderful morning. It is time for your question and answer session with Judge Dawson, right? I hope you all are doing absolutely fabulous. I've just finished my court docket. So now I have the opportunity to talk with you today and maybe answer some questions that you may have about this wonderful thing we call the legal system. And remember, the reason I come on live is because I want to give you information that you can use so that you don't end up caught up in this legal system. That's my primary goal. My primary goal is to be a source of information for you as a judge, because how often do you get a chance to really talk with a judge, and not be in front of the judge? Let me see. Add a live goal. I'm looking here. Goal is an update of wish list. It includes special effects. When you choose, we're going to use it. So what's up, everybody? So normally what I do is I stream live on TikTok, and then I'm also going to start entering the realm of YouTube. So I used to broadcast on TikTok and Instagram at the same time. I'm going to do a little bit of Instagram and a little bit of YouTube, because my goal is to reach the most people so that we can have the most impactful moments together navigating through this legal system. I'm not on here because I want to be popular. I've been a lawyer for many years. I've been a judge for many years. It's not about popularity. It's about using this opportunity as a judge, using this opportunity as a way to bless other people. So, a couple things I always mention when I begin. If you are not following me on my major social media platform, which is Instagram, I do a little Facebook, I do a little Twitter, but everything is at Judge Dawson. Check me out, because that's where I post a lot of inspirational information. I post about some of the court cases, and I also post about my yoga practice, because you don't get a chance to see me doing yoga, right, on TikTok. So if you're interested in, just being more healthy, if you're interested in expanding your life, if you're interested in figuring out better ways or more ways you can be the best that you can be, follow me at Judge Dawson. And then also I send out a free email every week, and I'm going to keep mentioning this. It's called Dose of Positivity, because it doesn't cost you anything. It doesn't cost you anything to get this knowledge. So hopefully you will use the opportunity to tap into all of these free resources that I have, because at the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen, I want you to be the best that you can be. I know you can spend time on all these other platforms, scrolling, listening to, talking to other people, watching reels and all these other TikTok dances, but I want to be here as a voice of positivity and a voice of information. For those who are wondering, I have been on the bench for 11 years. So I've been doing this quite a while now, and I have a storehouse of information. Someone asked me on the other platform on YouTube if there is a time frame for making a last will and testament. Normally there isn't. As long as you're still alive, you can create that document, and there is no time frame upon which you can present it. However, make sure you are always aware of the laws in your state in regard to probate, in regard to dealing with estates, because there are some limitations or time frames upon which you can file certain claims. So if you have information that states that you have a right to particular information, or you have a right to property of someone who passed away, you need to present that as fast as possible, because if the state or the estate is settled without you receiving what you're supposed to receive, it may be a done deal. So that's it. All right, I'm here to answer now, and keep in mind too, when I answer your questions, my goal is to answer your questions in regard to, general statements. I'm not here to give you legal advice because I'm not your attorney. So I don't want you to get that mixed up, but instead I'm here to just give you information on how to navigate this legal system so that you don't get crushed by it. That is my primary goal. All right. I'm going to give it a couple of more minutes. Let me see. Why does the court system take so long? Very good question. You know, there's a saying that lawyers and judges have. It's called hurry up and wait. That's because we all know that the wheels of justice roll really, really slow. So you got to be patient. Absolutely. Please be patient. And don't lose your patience because that's when you can get in trouble. Let me see. Thank you very much, everyone. Princess. All right. Again, if you have not subscribed to my email list, go to judgedawson.com. Click that subscribe button so you can receive my free email. But yeah, the reason that was a good question about the wheels of justice going really slow, because I think that's most people's issue with court. No one wants to be in court. No one wants to be in front of a judge. And then you get here and it's a long process. So I can understand why people get frustrated, but that's when it gets dangerous because your frustration could often turn into you having contempt of court because you've done something wrong or disrespectful. So don't allow your impatience to become a penalty, right? Don't allow your impatience to become a penalty. All right, let me see. There are a few more questions. All right, jury nullification. License taken away when you get a ticket. If you don't go to court. Okay, so a couple of those things I'll hit at the same time. The license sometimes are taken away if you don't go to court. So when officers pull you over, many jurisdictions, they will take your license and it guarantees that you're going to come to court because you have to go to court to get your license back. But then there are some jurisdictions who actually take your license, and by the time you get to court, they have sent your license to the bureau, the motor vehicle bureau, and that's not a good thing because now you have to start the process over in regard to getting your license. So that's important. Someone said I tried your email, but it says it's not valid. Well, depends on if you try to email me from my website, it should be valid. I get a lot of emails from it, so make sure you are at judgedawson.com. And even with the email, so the people who follow me on Instagram oftentimes send me direct messages asking me questions. But remember, I can't answer those questions as a lawyer because I am not your lawyer on the case. And I'm going to tell you a little secret. You don't want to go to anybody's court and tell them that you got your legal advice from a judge that was broadcasting on social media. Why? Because judges have egos. I'm just being real. Judges have egos. And if you tell a judge what another judge said, it's a recipe for disaster. So don't do that because you don't want to create a bias against you based on a judge having a feeling about another judge. All right, let me see. Another question. Where does the money go if you don't have a will and you're not married? That's a very detailed question, and it depends on your state's laws. If you are not married to someone who passes away, you don't get any money at all. That money will go to the state that you live in. It may be sitting in a fund waiting for relatives to appear, waiting for those who have a right to it to appear, but it's no guarantee. So yeah, if you do not have a family relationship with a person who passed away and you're not married, legally married, the chances are you will not receive anything. However, again, check into your state because your state may have some laws that allow the fact that you've been together. You know, there's a thing called common law marriage that recognizes when you've been together for many, many years, you are entitled to certain rights. So you may have that opportunity. Let me see. If you don't go to court, what will happen? If you don't go to court, you will receive a warrant for your arrest. You will be traveling somewhere. You will get stopped and you will be arrested. And what happens is ladies and gentlemen, that happens at the most inconvenient times. Always. It always does. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, again, I am about to switch up a little bit here, trying to figure out which platform is the best to really have the most impact. So I am going to start broadcasting my live hearings when I do it, when I decide to do it, on YouTube as well as TikTok. The first one may be tomorrow, so we'll see. Check out. Check me out tomorrow and you'll see. Someone said, what is a initial disposition conference in a criminal case? I'm a victim and the defendant has gun charges. Well, generally speaking, in Ohio, we don't call it an initial disposition conference. What we call it is a pretrial conference. So any of the hearings, conferences, or meetings that happen before the case goes to trial can be considered a pre-trial or a disposition meeting, but it's a chance for the opposing sides to discuss the case. So that's why they do it. Very good question. Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys. Someone saying that YouTube is great. Tiger Lily, thank you so much, Tiger Lily. I appreciate you watching. And again, I don't do this for any other reason, but just to give you information. Some of you may never encounter a courtroom in your life, but maybe because you've watched my live streams, maybe that'll give you a little bit of insight on how to handle it in the event that it occurs so that you don't get crushed by this legal system. All right, so if you are not on my YouTube page, subscribe to my YouTube page because I not only go live there, but I have over 90 leadership videos, all free, all wisdom from what I've done as a judge, as a lawyer for too many years. I'm just trying to give as much wisdom as I can. All right. I think you all are amazing. I look forward to speaking to you soon. Now, what I am